This is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us. As you are well aware, another very cold day out there.
And there is no end in sight for the frigid temperatures. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the weather patio. Gary?
Well, you know, right now skies are sunny, which is normally a nice thing to have this time of year, but with all the snow on the ground and the clear skies, the temperatures will fall off very quickly once that sun drops below the horizon. Now, the good news from a precipitation standpoint is there's no precipitation across Wisconsin. Still some lake effect snow showers and flurries on the other side of Lake Michigan, also on the east side of Lake Superior. But all in all, the northern portion of the Midwest, pretty quiet. Nothing across southern Wisconsin. The flurries that we had yesterday are off to the east. But wind chill advisories have already been issued for tonight for Juneau and Adams counties, as well as into much of central Wisconsin. They begin at 9 p.m. and run until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning for areas north of Wisconsin Dells. Last night, low temperatures were the coldest they've been pretty much all winter. 18 below zero here in Madison, 23 below zero in Lone Rock, 20 below zero in Wisconsin Dells, and 21 below zero in Camp Douglas, were some of the colder temperatures around. Temperatures right now are in the single digits above zero to around 10, but there's not much of a breeze, but what breeze there is dropping wind chills, where there is one, to the single digits to around 10 degrees below zero, and those will continue to drop by early tomorrow morning. We could be looking at wind chills perhaps as cold as, say, 20 to 25 below zero, especially once you get north of Wisconsin Dells. Otherwise, the day planner for tomorrow calls for temperatures to drop off to about 6 degrees below zero by early on Wednesday morning. For Wednesday, look for variably cloudy skies. High temperatures going to top out at around 9 degrees, but again, you factor in the winds, and those wind chills could be anywhere from 0 to 10 below zero, even during the day. What's more, we have some light snow in the forecast for Thursday, late Thursday afternoon, Thursday night into Friday, and then perhaps the coldest era of this outbreak arriving over the weekend into the early part of next week, when wind chills could drop to around 35 to 40 below zero during the early morning hours. So that's something to keep in mind. Of course, we have alert days all the way in the forecast through Monday of next week. But hopefully, after that, we'll turn the corner and temperatures will get back up at least a little bit closer to normal.
All right, Gary, thank you. History is in the making on Capitol Hill as the second impeachment trial of former President Trump kicks off in the Senate. The former president was charged with inciting the January 6th Capitol assault that resulted in the deaths of 5 people, including a Capitol police officer. 6 Republicans joined 50 Democrats in voting that the proceedings are, in fact, constitutional, setting the stage for the rest of the trial.
President Trump is singularly and directly responsible for inciting the assault on the Capitol.
We have counter arguments to everything that they raised.
Still unclear whether witnesses may be called. The former president is not expected to appear. The Senate is expected to fall short of the required 2/3 votes to convict, which would require at least 17 Senate Republicans to join the Democrats.
And this impeachment trial is expected to be short. Without those 17 Republicans choosing to convict, it may ultimately lead to the second acquittal of former President Trump.
And Christina Laurie explains what's still unknown, especially in states like Wisconsin. The lasting impact this week will have on politics moving forward.
It's very likely that Senator Baldwin would vote to convict the president, and even more likely, I think, that Senator Johnson would vote to acquit the president.
Like people in the state itself, Wisconsin senators are split when it comes to convicting or acquitting the former president.
I think it's more of an example of the polarization rather than something that's going to make it worse.
It's a sign of the times that could become a window into the future.
If there's anything that could be a residual effect or a longer lasting effect in Wisconsin, it would be that if Senator Johnson seeks re-election, I can imagine his impeachment vote being used by the Democrat opposing him against him.
Johnson's seat is up in 2022, and according to UW professor Mike Wagner, the attack ads already write themselves.
I wouldn't at all be surprised to see an ad with video of, the attempted coup at the Capitol and then Senator Johnson voting to acquit the president.
The same goes the other way. Republicans will likely use Johnson's vote to reinvigorate Trump's base, but Johnson's vote could also divide his party. Wagner believes that throughout the trial, some Republicans with presidential aspirations will take the unpopular party position right now, favoring conviction as a gamble. That will become the popular position in the future.
But that's a gamble, and who knows if risk-averse politicians would take that.
Risk-taking has paid off in the past. For example, in 2003, when the Senate was voting on whether or not to give George W. Bush the authority to pursue military action in Iraq, many Democratic senators with presidential aspirations of their own voted in favor of that, reasoning that at the time George Bush's approval rating was high and they themselves didn't want to look weak on defense. Now, then State Senator Barack Obama was vocal against that, and then he used that position to differentiate himself from the field of candidates running in 2008. He went on to win the party's nomination, and you know what happened from there. Reporting in Madison, for News 3 Now, I'm Christina Laurie.
And we'll continue to bring you the very latest on President Trump's second impeachment trial on CBS News and right here on News 3 Now.
Less than 1 month after taking office, President Biden will participate in a CNN town hall in Milwaukee. He'll be answering questions from Americans as the nation struggles to contain the pandemic and jumpstart a troubled economy. The CNN presidential town hall with Joe Biden will air live from the Pabst Theater on February 16th. That's a week from today at 7 p.m. The event will mark Joe Biden's first official trip since being sworn in as President of the United States.
COVID cases are continuing to stay lower in Wisconsin. Health officials recording 681 new cases today. That's just about 150 cases more than yesterday. A total of 793,474 vaccine doses have now been administered since December, including 17,128 in just the past day. DHS says nearly 175,000 people, or 3% of the state's population, have now received both doses of the COVID-19 vaccine.
The waiting list to receive a vaccine in Wisconsin is very long, and it is moving slower than experts want it to.
Well, they blame a lack of supply, which hasn't got much better lately. Amanda Quintana live at UW Health, where they've been forced to reschedule some appointments. Amanda?
Yes, UW Health's new dashboard shows how many vaccines DHS is giving them compared to how many patients are scheduled to be vaccinated. Now, they're being transparent with this information because they want to show people just what is taking so long in this whole process. Take a look at the graph from this morning. This is what it looked like this morning. Only 93 first doses on hand, with more than 22,000 people scheduled. Clearly, those numbers do not match up. Thankfully, another shipment came in today with 2,300 first doses and 2,300 second doses. Still, that's not enough to get through the 52,000 total UW patients who are 65 and older very quickly. UW Health has the ability to get through them quickly, just not enough vaccine.
We can do more than double of what we got for supply this week. You know, subsequent weeks coming forward, we have the ability to stand up some additional sites and staff those. We could give in a couple of weeks here over 7,000 first doses and then continue to give our second doses. So right now the supply isn't anywhere near touching our ability to utilize the vaccines in greater amounts.
Dr. Matt Anderson says if UW Health continues to get just about 2,000 first doses each week, it'll be the end of April before all of their 65 and older patients get their shot. Dr. Anderson says that UW Health has been talking to DHS, trying to tell them how large of a population they have that is 65 and older patients, trying to tell them that they really badly need more vaccine doses allocated here. But DHS does not consider that when they are allocating doses to different hospitals. We'll have more on how they do decide that at 6 o'clock.
We will see you then, Amanda. Thank you. SSM Health has now administered more than 50,000 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. An SSM spokesperson said the healthcare provider has the capacity to administer up to 20,000 doses per week if given the supply to do so. SSM Health officials say anyone interested in getting vaccinated can fill out a form to get notified when they become eligible to schedule a vaccination appointment. And we have that form on our our website, channel3000.com.
Right now in Iowa County, a mass vaccination site has been set up in Dodgeville. The county health department is using Land's End Rec Center as a COVID vaccination clinic. The site will allow 160 people over a 4-hour period to be vaccinated. Eventually, 1,600 people will be vaccinated over 8 hours.
Anyone who lives or works within Iowa County is welcome to come over to Land's End. We would ask that you would call the Iowa County Health Department or go online and actually sign up, and they will contact you when you are able to come in to get your vaccination.
The county says it could still use volunteers to help at vaccination sites. People who are interested can visit the county's website and click on the Volunteers Vaccine Clinic banner.
After weeks of searching for the source of COVID-19 in the Chinese city of Wuhan, scientists with the World Health Organization came up empty-handed. The WHO says early data suggests that COVID could have been circulating in other regions for weeks before it was detected in Wuhan in December of 2019. Investigators dismissed a theory that the virus was accidentally released from a lab which was experimenting with a similar virus. Investigators say it could take years to find the origin of the virus.
Well, if you're stuck in an unsafe work environment during the pandemic, what can you do?
Investigative reporter Naomi Coles joins us now after her recent special report. Naomi is examining the breakdowns in enforcement of workers' rights. Naomi?
Yes, Susan, even when complaints of violations are reported, too often nothing is done. On Sunday, I shared the story of one restaurant worker dying in a COVID-19 outbreak, and that was where coworkers said they'd often in the past been asked to work while sick. This kind of story of workplace safety is a nationwide problem in this essential workforce.
It would seem to me, especially in a pandemic, that the more we can limit people's exposure to the virus and or unsafe workplaces, the better. Because that's going to benefit everybody in the long run.
Madison area employment attorney Colin Good says the legal remedies can be slow, but they are available in these types of situations. And so tonight at 7 o'clock on News 3 Now Facebook, on our website, and on the Channel 3000 Plus app, we're going to be taking some of those questions and talking about what you can do, get your questions answered about what legal remedies you might have if you feel you're stuck in an unsafe workplace.
All right, Naomi, thank you. Look forward to that. A former Wisconsin pharmacist has pleaded guilty in federal court to charges that he tried to spoil dozens of vials of COVID-19 vaccine. 46-year-old Stephen Brandenburg of Grafton pleaded guilty to 2 counts of attempting to tamper with consumer products. Police arrested Brandenburg back in December as part of an investigation into how 57 vials of the Moderna vaccine were left for hours outside a refrigerator. He could face up to 20 years in prison, $500,000 in fines when he's sentenced in June.
The YWCA says it does not plan to partner with the Sun Prairie School District after district officials lied about working with them at its school board meeting last night.
Well, that was after that racially insensitive assignment given to a group of 6th graders last week. The district said it was working with the YWCA to rectify the situation going forward. Our Jamie Perez spoke with the YWCA CEO today with her response to what happened. Jamie?
Yeah, she told me that she was shocked when she heard about this partnership that she says does not exist. Now, district staff members pulled up this slide at their district meeting last night announcing the partnership, saying that the YWCA would help create restorative circle discussions for students to feel understood and have a place to heal. After hearing her organization's name used in a false claim, YWCA CEO Vanessa McDowell said she does not feel they are ready for a partnership with them.
And we do work with people that are ready to do the work. So at this point, how things have transpired and how things have been going, we wouldn't be interested in partnership at this time.
McDowell said she has not heard anything from the district to apologize for falsely claiming they had a partnership. Now, today, I did reach out to a district spokesperson to see if they would comment on what happened last night, and they told me, quote, "We are working on a response and we'll have something in the next hour." But that was at 11 o'clock this morning. I still have not gotten their response back. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll have parents' reaction to the district's false claims.
All right, Jamie Perez reporting live. Jamie, thank you. More to come on News 3 Now at 5. Up next, a shooting has left multiple people injured injured. This was at a health clinic in Minnesota. I'll tell you what officials know about the suspect. And coming up tonight at 6, the first day of school for some Verona area high school students as they get to finally experience that new high school. The story next hour, News 3 Now at 6. And mixed numbers with marginal movement today at Wall Street. The Dow falling 10 points. The NASDAQ adds 20. The S&P closes down a little more than 4 points. And we'll be right back.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of PowerSwabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to PowerSwabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. PowerSwabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, PowerSwabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
So this Valentine's Day, if you have yellowing between your teeth or coffee stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes or an hour, and start using the PowerSwabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. PowerSwabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean. And people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. So this Valentine's Day, order PowerSwabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. Get a free PowerSwabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications and are ridiculously easy to clean. Our floors are also covered by our exclusive warranty, giving you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
Tonight at 6, health officials confirm a second case of a COVID variant strain in Wisconsin and say there's likely more. And UW Health is having to reschedule some vaccine appointments this week because the supply they're getting is still so low. What the DHS is doing about it.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
5 people were shot and wounded today at a health clinic in Minnesota. The 5 people were taken to hospitals after the attack at the Alina Clinic in Buffalo, which is about 40 miles northwest of Minneapolis. The conditions of those victims is currently unknown. Authorities have arrested a 67-year-old Gregory Paul Ulrich of Buffalo, Minnesota. Officials say Ulrich was well known to authorities before the attack, and they found more evidence at the place where he was living.
We did receive information that Mr. Ulrich was staying most recently at the Super 8 Motel here in Buffalo. We did send a team from my office over there to evacuate the Super 8 Motel. We did find additional suspicious devices at the Super 8 Motel. It's been evacuated. We've cleared the area.
Officials say they also found a suspicious package at the clinic, and they believe that he acted alone.
Time to look at your first Warrant forecast now. TV meteorologist Gary Kinalte. Gary, I think it's cold outside.
I think it is, and I think it's going to stay that way. Alert days remain in the forecast through this weekend and Monday of next week. Still looking for low temperatures below zero, and we've actually revised some of those low temperatures downward a little bit toward the end of the weekend and early next week. And wind chills at times, especially early in the morning, could be as cold as 35 to 40 below zero. Daytime high temperatures still remaining in the single digits. The wind chills remaining below zero all day. Upper air weather pattern. You can see the core of the coldest air by Friday, just north of the U.S.-Canadian border. The jet stream winds kind of bringing it in, and you can see as we go through time, that cold air starts to settle southward. We're kind of on the fringes of it, but then it starts to head in our direction as we head toward early in the part of the new week, so late Sunday night into early Monday morning. So that might be when the coldest of the air gets here. Now, it will modify a little bit, so it won't be as brutally cold as it will be, say, up in Canada, but still, the coldest air of the season probably moving on through. And then as we head into early next week, the jet stream kind of becomes a little more southwesterly. It's not going to make much of a big difference in temperatures. They won't be as brutally cold, but they'll still be below normal because we'll be on the north side of the jet stream, and that could set up a more active storm track with the potential for some weather systems bringing us some snow. Now, wind chill advisories are in effect for tonight. Juneau and Adams counties and areas to the north. Wind chill warnings remain in effect for northern North Dakota and northern Minnesota, where wind chills could hit 50 below zero again. You can see current temperatures single digits to lower teens through much of our part of the country, but those wind chills right now, single digits and teens below zero, and they will continue to drop as we head through the overnight hours. Future track wind chills by early tomorrow morning down to around 20 below zero in Madison. You can see by early Thursday morning, those wind chills perhaps close to 30 below zero. As we head into Friday morning, mid-20s below zero. But again, as we head toward the weekend, that's when that bulk of the coldest air should start arriving. So those wind chills, because of cloud cover, will stay in the mid-20s below zero. But by early Sunday morning, notice those wind chills right around 35 to 40 below zero through much of the upper Midwest. And the same thing for Monday morning. We're still looking for wind chills in that 35 to 40 below zero range. Not only will it be about as cold as it was last night, we will be looking at more in the way of wind, stronger winds as we head through the weekend. So our forecast includes that wind chill advisory for Juneau and Adams counties running through 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. It starts at 9 p.m. tonight. Overnight, look for a low of 6 below zero with partly cloudy skies, so another bitterly cold night. Wind chills generally 10 to 20 below zero, and tomorrow a high of 9 degrees. Those wind chills during the day from 0 to -10. Future track wind chills early tomorrow morning, teens to around 20 below zero. Even during the day, those wind chills generally staying below zero. 7 to 10 day forecast. Some light snow from late Thursday afternoon through Thursday night, maybe an inch or so of accumulation. Then we'll see some flurries on Friday, some light snow Saturday. That could bring a couple of inches of snow. But notice the low temperatures by early on Monday morning dropping to 14 below zero. And with breezy conditions, we could be looking at those bitterly cold wind chills. And then as we head into next week, temperatures not as cold, but still well below normal for this time of year. As we take a look at first warrant traffic, things are pretty quiet on the roads. Not a lot of traffic out there. Beltline right now, pretty good shape. I-39, 90, 94, east side of Madison, even East Washington Avenue through the Easttown area, looking pretty good as far as travel times are concerned. 15 minutes either direction on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. 26 minutes from the Beltline southward to Janesville on I-39, 90 to Sauk City on US 12 from Middleton. It'll take you 16 minutes. And from downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151. It's a 17-minute commute. That's your News 3 Now first warrant traffic.
Gary, thank you. Ahead on News 3 Now at 5, officials say the fatal helicopter crash involving Kobe Bryant could have been prevented. We'll have the latest on their investigation's findings ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Dear all-wheel drive, I'm your new co-pilot, Camry. Let's show the road what we've got. Snowy streets, we're coming for you. Icy grip, we're holding tight. Wintry mix, safety's the name of our game. Steady, Camry all-wheel drive.
President's Day deals are on. Get 0.9% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2021 Camry. Hurry in. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Are you sick of the areas of your home being cold in the winter or hot in the summer? Your house is a complete system of components that need to work together, similar to the human body. Just like us, your home needs to breathe too. If we're letting our home breathe fresh air, we'll be healthier and regulate our temperature better. Wouldn't it be great if we could show you all the areas needing improvement in just minutes without tearing the house apart? That is what our thermal imaging does for you. It will show the temperature differences and areas of air exchange. Then you'll know what areas need to be improved. Just like going to the doctor, except these doctors do house calls. This will also help in preventing the entrance of harmful pollutants inside your house. You can now easily bring down the energy bills and have a durable and safe home environment with Fry Construction. Visit fryconstruction.com to schedule your free professional house call with a thermal imaging and insulation specialist.
Save big money on all of your plumbing needs at Menards. Make sure you have hot water when you want it with our wide selection of Richmond water heaters, now all on sale. An Encore tankless natural gas or liquid propane water heater keeps your home efficient. It's designed to supply continuous hot water for up to 4 bathrooms at the same time. Pick it up right now for $999.99 at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications and are ridiculously easy to clean. Our floors are also covered by our exclusive warranty, giving you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The National Transportation Safety Board said today the helicopter crash that killed basketball legend Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 others in the hills of Southern California last year could have been prevented. Federal safety investigators blame that crash on pilot spatial disorientation. Investigators say Arazabayan, a highly experienced pilot, violated federal guidelines by flying in cloudy conditions where he likely became disoriented. They say once he entered the clouds at an airspeed of 161 miles per hour, he began a rapid climb of about 1,500 feet per minute while on a slight left bank.
We're talking about spatial disorientation, where literally the pilot may not know which way is up or down, whether he or she is leaning left or right.
The NTSB says in the last decade there have been 184 fatal aircraft accidents related to spatial disorientation, 20 of which were fatal helicopter accidents.
The Big Ten is relocating its men's conference basketball tournament this year, moving to Indianapolis instead of Chicago. They're doing it so that all testing and medical protocols can be in one place for both the men's and women's tournaments. The men's tournament will be held March 10th to the 14th at Lucas Oil Stadium, and the women will be the 9th through the 13th at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Earlier this year, the NCAA men's basketball tournament was moved to Indiana with the Final Four in Indianapolis.
And stay with us. We'll have a final check of your first warn forecast in just a moment.
The President's Sale at Slumberland.
Come on.
Slumberland Furniture has the best prices around, and right now everything is an additional 25% off.
Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge President's Sale at Slumberland.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids Recipe for Health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-905-1069. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-905-1069.
President's Day means more savings at the Brothers Maine President's Day Super Sale. Get in right now for the sale of the season with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We've got a lot more satisfaction for you at Maine, like up to 18 months 0% financing and free delivery to make life a little easier. Hey, there's more home satisfaction at the Moore store. The President's Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications and are ridiculously easy to clean. Our floors are also covered by our exclusive warranty, giving you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
He's thinking new mattress? She's thinking, well, a lot of things. It's okay. Get an extra 25% off our already low Slumberland price. The Sealy Posturepedic mattress on closeout for only $529. Our biggest sale of the year at Slumberland Furniture.
Let's get over to Gary. One final check of the forecast.
The temperatures right now are in the single digits above zero. You factor in the winds, and in some cases, those wind chills are dropping below zero. Wind chill advisories in effect beginning at 9 p.m. running through 10 a.m. tomorrow morning for Juneau and Adams counties. Look for a low of 6 below zero tonight, a high tomorrow of 9, and then bitterly cold weather through early next week. Some light snow chances Saturday and again about Tuesday of next week.
All right, Gary, thanks. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News with Noah O'Donnell coming up next. Stay tuned.